Welcome to the ultimate treasure hunt. Are you ready to uncover the secret hiding in your spare change? Today, we're diving into the top 6 Roosevelt dime, a coin that looks ordinary but could be worth thousands or even millions. With hidden mint errors, rare silver strikes, and jaw-dropping collector demand, this small coin holds massive value. Don't blink. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Let's unlock the mystery of one of the most valuable dimes in U.S. history. Let's get started fist up to into the 1965 United States 1 dime, though commonly encountered in circulation, holds the potential to be a true gem in the world of rare and valuable coins. Featuring the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, this coin carries with it a rich historical narrative and a design steeped in symbolism. Roosevelt's profile faces left, a position of quiet strength, and is flanked by the powerful motto, "In God We Trust," a declaration of national faith. Above his image, the word liberty arcs proudly, representing the American ideals that Roosevelt fought tirelessly to preserve during his presidency. The year 1965 is etched boldly at the bottom, marking it not just as a date, but as an era of transition and national pride. The reverse of this iconic dime is no less symbolic. Centered is a blazing torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. Together, these elements form a powerful triad: peace, liberty, and victory, values held dear by Americans for generations. The torch stands as a beacon of enlightenment, while the branches highlight both strength and the hope for lasting peace. Surrounding this design are the timeless words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum," the Latin motto, meaning out of many one. At the bottom, the denomination 1 dime is clearly inscribed, grounding this elegant symbolism in tangible value. Although the 1965 dime was originally struck as a common circulation coin, several rare varieties and error coins from this year have become the stuff of legend. This was the first year that the U.S. Mint ceased production of 90% silver dimes and transitioned to a clad composition of copper and nickel. As a result, collectors are constantly on the hunt for transitional errors, especially any 1965 dimes mistakenly struck on a silver planchet. These rare misstrikes can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars depending on condition, making the humble 1965 dime a sleeper treasure in the numismatic world. The mystery and allure surrounding 1965 dimes also tie into the broader fascination with rare and valuable U.S. bicentennial coins. While the dime itself is not marked with the bicentennial dates, 1776 to 1976, it stands at the beginning of a decade that led up to the monumental American bicentennial. Collectors often group early to mid-60s coinage into the pre-bicentennial era, making coins like the 1965 dime especially interesting due to their proximity to that patriotic celebration. Many believe certain dimes from this year carry hidden worth, simply because they represent a pivotal moment in American coinage history. The real value, however, lies not just in mint errors or transitional planchets, but in high-grade examples that have survived the test of time. A 1965 Roosevelt dime in extra fine, XF, condition or higher can command significant premiums, especially when preserved with sharp details, luster, and minimal wear. In mint state grades, these dimes become even more desirable, with certified examples by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC drawing the attention of serious investors and seasoned collectors alike. Beyond monetary value, the 1965 dime carries cultural and historical significance that can't be overstated. It honors a president who led the United States through the Great Depression and most of World War II. His influence on the explosion in pop. So, what should you do if you happen to find a 1965 dime in your collection? First and foremost, examine it carefully. Weigh it. Silver dimes from previous years weigh slightly more. Look for sharp details and unusual characteristics. Consider submitting it for professional grading if it appears uncirculated or unique. And whatever you do, don't spend it without checking. It could be one of the hidden gems collectors are chasing in today's ultra-competitive coin market. In conclusion, the 1965 United States 1 dime may seem like an everyday coin, but it holds the potential to transform lives. With a blend of historical resonance, design brilliance, and the lurking possibility of rare errors, it stands as a testament to the unexpected fortune that can lie in the most ordinary places. Don't overlook it. This dime might just be your ticket to numismatic glory and untold riches. Keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your collection growing, because the next legendary discovery could be in your hands right now. Next up, to enthane the fascinating world of numismatics, certain coins possess an almost mythical allure, not only because of their historical significance, but also due to their mind-bending market value. Among these treasures, the 1983 Roosevelt dime has taken center stage in recent years, surrounded by mystery, misidentification, and legends of untold wealth. While it may not officially be a bicentennial coin, those were minted in 1976. It has, through collector enthusiasm and modern rarity, become one of the most talked about dimes in U.S. history. Collectors have speculated wildly on its value, driven by its perceived uniqueness and the romantic idea that a small, overlooked dime could be worth a life-changing sum. The 1983 Roosevelt dime features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's enduring legacy is deeply tied to his leadership through the Great Depression and World War II, and his face on the dime is a permanent tribute to his fight against polio, symbolized through his founding of the March of Dimes. This portrait, sharply facing left, is carved with precision, showcasing fine lines of his hair and a serious yet composed gaze. Around the portrait, the powerful motto, "In God We Trust," reminds us of America's spiritual foundation, while liberty is a bold proclamation of national ideals. Below, the date 1983 sits above the mint mark D, representing the Denver Mint, where this particular coin was struck. On the reverse, the design is an artistic representation of America's values through deeply symbolic elements. A torch burns brightly in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The olive branch signifies the country's eternal desire for peace. The oak represents strength and victory, and the torch burns as a beacon of liberty. Above this trio of symbols sits the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, out of many, one, a nod to the country's diverse unity. Surrounding the entire design are the proud words, United States of America, and the coin's face value, 1 dime. Though seemingly common, this design encapsulates layers of meaning that extend beyond its. But what has truly catapulted the 1983 dime into legend is not just its design, but the mystery of its rare varieties and errors. During the early 1980s, U.S. coinage underwent several changes, especially in composition and minting standards. That era produced a limited number of coins with minting errors that now fetch astronomical prices among collectors. These include off-center strikes, double dies, missing mint marks, and coins struck on the wrong planchets. If a 1983 dime was mistakenly struck on a copper planchet, for example, instead of the standard copper-nickel clad, it could easily command tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction, depending on its condition and provenance. Even more exciting are rumors of a bicentennial-style error hybrid, coins that somehow bear features of earlier commemorative designs or that were misdated due to equipment malfunctions. While no official bicentennial 1983 dime exists, the spread of viral videos and articles showcasing seemingly altered coins has created a frenzy of speculation. Numismatists believe that some of these stories are rooted in truth. Misstruck dies reused by mistake or planchets held over from previous years can result in shockingly rare outcomes. It's these anomalies that give ordinary-looking coins extraordinary value. The buzz around these rare coins has sparked a gold rush among collectors and everyday Americans alike. There are countless stories of individuals who discovered a rare dime sitting at the bottom of a change jar, only to later discover it was worth thousands, if not more. This allure of hidden treasure turns every coin into a potential jackpot. The excitement doesn't just lie in owning the coin, it's in the thrill of the hunt. Could the next valuable coin be? Social media has only amplified the craze. From YouTube videos showing million-dollar dimes to Reddit threads where users debate the authenticity of unusual finds, The idea of becoming instantly wealthy through a single coin has caught fire. But beyond the hype, there is real money changing hands. Private sales, estate auctions, and international coin expos have all reported remarkable figures paid for high-grade 1983 D. Roosevelt dimes with confirmed. So, what's the takeaway? That the humble dime, often overlooked and tossed aside, might just be your ticket to fortune. Whether through historical design, rare minting errors, or modern misinterpretation, coins like the 1983 D. Roosevelt dime have transcended their monetary face value to become legends of potential wealth. They remind us that sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting in drawers, purses, or pockets for the day someone recognizes their worth. Keep your eyes open. Your fortune might just be a dime away. Next up in the absolutely. Here's a detailed and engaging 10-paragraph script on the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime, written entirely in original words just for your video. Let's dive into the world of hidden coin treasures. Welcome, coin enthusiasts and treasure seekers. Today, we're uncovering the shocking truth about one of the most overlooked coins in American history, the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it may appear as just another 10-cent piece, tossed into change jars or passed over at counters. But lurking beneath its copper-nickel shine is a story of value, rarity, and untold wealth that could turn an everyday collector into a millionaire overnight. This coin, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, carries not only the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, but also the silent promise of incredible fortune for those who know what to look for. The obverse side of the 1995 P dime features the strong, determined profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left, a symbol of resilience and leadership. His likeness is flanked by the powerful motto, "In God We Trust," and the proud Declaration of Liberty. Below the neckline rests the date, 1995, along with the P mint mark, signifying its origin from the Philadelphia Mint. What makes this design so captivating isn't just its simplicity, but the hidden legacy it carries, especially for sharp-eyed collectors who recognize specific minting errors and low mintage variations. On the reverse, you'll find the majestic torch of liberty standing tall, flanked by an olive branch on one side representing peace, and an oak. Now here's where the story heats up. Some rare 1995 P. Roosevelt dimes have surfaced with striking errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or weak edge reading. Others may contain composition anomalies or full torch, FB, details on the reverse, which makes them instantly more desirable. These aren't just minor collector quirks. These attributes can raise the value of a single dime from 10 cents to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A sharp collector, or even a lucky individual with a forgotten coin stash, could unknowingly possess one of these golden tickets. Imagine this. You're sorting through spare change and stumble upon a 1995 P dime with a strong double die obverse. Suddenly, your day just turned into a discovery of a coin potentially worth thousands. That's the thrill of this hobby. It's not just about coins. It's about stories, history, and the thrill of the hunt. The bicentennial reference in today's coin world often expands to include modern-era dimes like the 1995 P because of the increased interest in coins that bridge the historic gap between tradition and modern design. Let's talk numbers. While the standard 1995 P Roosevelt dime is relatively common, a mint state example with full bands can fetch upwards of $100 or more depending on condition and rarity. But coins with confirmed errors, especially dramatic ones, have been auctioned for several hundred to even a few $1,000s. And if a truly unique die variety surfaces, which is always possible, the sky's the limit. Such finds have made headlines and turned casual collectors into household names within numismatic circles. So why is the 1995 P dime getting so much attention now? It's because collectors are starting to realize that modern coins from the 90s hold immense hidden value, especially those that were largely ignored for decades. Coin grading technology has improved, helping collectors identify subtle details once missed. Social media and online auctions have also made it easier to share discoveries, pushing demand and prices up for previously undervalued coins like the 1995 P dime. The buzz is real, and it's growing louder with every passing year. But be warned, not all 1995 P dimes are valuable. The key is in the details: mint state condition, error types, and strike sharpness. Coins in uncirculated condition or found in original mint sets have a higher chance of holding those coveted traits. And always get your finds authenticated and graded by trusted services like PCGS or NGC. These certifications can be the difference between a dime being seen as a curiosity or a coin worth thousands. The magic of coins like the 1995 Roosevelt dime is that they remind us that great value can hide in plain sight. In pockets, drawers, and forgotten boxes, fortunes may rest quietly. The idea that a 10-cent piece could turn someone into a millionaire might sound like a dream, but history shows us it's happened before, and it could happen again. The only question is, will you be the next lucky one to make the discovery of a lifetime? So before you spend that change or overlook an old coin, take a closer look. That tiny dime could hold an epic story, a hidden rarity, or a jaw-dropping value that could change your life. Stay curious, stay observant, and keep collecting. Because in the thrilling world of coins, anything, and we mean anything, is possible. Next up into the 1996 Roosevelt dime might look like an ordinary pocket change to the untrained eye, but in the world of numismatics, this small silver-toned coin carries a legacy of power, history, and hidden fortune. Minted in Philadelphia. In the year 1996, this coin celebrates not just currency, but the enduring spirit of a nation. And for some collectors, it represents a once-in-a-lifetime treasure worth far more than 10 cents. With the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, America's beloved 32nd president, proudly displayed on the obverse, this coin is more than metal. It's a symbol of victory, liberty, and hope. Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left with determination, etched into his features, is accompanied by the timeless motto, "In God we trust," engraved beneath his jawline. His presence on the dime isn't just historical, it's iconic. Roosevelt led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, making his image an everlasting fixture of resilience. The word liberty arcs gracefully across the left side of the coin, reminding all who handle it of the freedoms this great nation stands for. Below it, the date, 1996, and the bold P mint mark tell a tale of origin from the historic Philadelphia Mint. But flip the coin, and the reverse side reveals a breathtaking design brimming with symbolism and hidden value. A majestic torch stands tall at the center, flanked by an olive branch on one side and an oak branch on the other. These are not just decorative elements. They represent the core principles America was built upon: peace, liberty, and victory. Surrounding this powerful imagery are the striking words, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one, reinforcing unity in diversity. While most 1996 dimes remain common in circulation, a select few have captured collectors' hearts due to rare minting anomalies, exceptional condition, or unique die varieties. These rare gems, often overlooked in change jars or forgotten drawers, have the potential to command hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. The value soars for coins graded in extra fine condition or higher, especially those bearing full torch bands and flawless surfaces. Imagine holding such a dime. What once passed hands for a soda could now pay for a vacation. In recent years, the buzz around bicentennial-era coins and their modern siblings like the 1996 dime has grown louder. Collectors, investors, and history lovers are constantly on the hunt for pristine pieces with deep-struck designs, sharp reliefs, and full details. These coins are not just currency. They're keys to America's story, and in some cases, keys to unimaginable wealth. One small coin can spark a bidding war among collectors desperate to own a piece of history that no longer flows freely through commerce. And here's the twist that shocks many. Some dimes with slight errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks, are worth far more than most people expect. These so-called mistakes from the U.S. Mint have become jackpots for lucky finders. It's a treasure hunt unlike any other, where patience, a keen eye, and a little luck can transform everyday pocket change into life-changing assets. Who would have thought that something as small as a dime could cause such a stir in the numismatic community? Now, let's talk about the emotional rush. Imagine discovering a 1996 Roosevelt dime with shimmering luster, no signs of wear, perfect torch lines, and a clear strike. You send it for professional grading, and it comes back MS 68 or higher. Suddenly, you're not holding 10 cents, you're holding a gold mine. These high-grade dimes are exceedingly rare, and their value only increases as time passes. Their market demand continues to grow as collectors seek to complete top-tier Roosevelt sets. The beauty of coin collecting lies in the unknown. Any dime you come across might be the one. That small disc of metal in your wallet, purse, or piggy bank might carry a hidden fortune. It's why people around the world now search their change more carefully, and why numismatists pay a premium for verified, graded coins from trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. One authenticated rare dime can sell for hundreds or thousands, and the proud owner walks away with not just profit, but a piece of history. The 1996 P. Roosevelt dime is a reminder that great value often hides in plain sight. These coins tell stories of a nation's strength, carry the face of a transformative leader, and reward those who know what to look for. Whether you're a lifelong collector or someone new to coin hunting, so before you drop that dime in a vending machine, pause and take a closer look. Because in this world of bicentennial treasures and Roosevelt-era rarities, the 1996 P dime might just be your golden ticket. Coins like this don't just change hands, they change lives. And who knows, the next one you find might just be worth more than you ever imagined.